Smart move for the Mavs to keep the number 1 pick instead of trying to shop it around, get an established vet?
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
You guys believe in Cooper Flagg?
Yeah, I believe, and it's just gonna bring life into that arena again. I feel like, they got, American man in there now. So.
You got what?
Replace Luka with Cooper.
I just like the situation for him.
Yeah.
Well, even from a
he's
fan
playing with AD.
standpoint, the fans are gonna like it.
If
Especially
healthy,
since they got rid of Luka.
obviously
We don't have Kyrie, but
Kyrie status still, but if healthy, Mavs a playoff team.
Got Clay.
Undoubtedly.
So what position do you play him at though?
3. I mean,
So no more PJ?
3-4, you play him together. Just
Put 'em all
PJ can come
together.
off the bench, whatever he's going to, whatever you want to play him at. 3-4, 4-3.
I was thinking AD want to stay at that 4, right? He
he
been
wanna stay
complaining
at 4.
about that
Yeah.
4.
No, that's
So
right. He
he
wanna
want to
stay
stay
at
at that 4.
Yeah, because they got real big. They got Gafford and still Lively.
That's
Still,
what I
they
was
still got
saying.
big, so you play him at the 3.
I mean, as I said, he's a 3.
Yeah, it's a big-ass lineup is what it is.
I mean, it's good for them. I mean, I don't know who else they thinking about picking at this point. I mean, he is the number 1 pick, and anybody after that is it's just guesswork. It's more upside than it is just true. They're ready to play. One thing he does over everyone is he plays actually hard, right? So you can't teach that, right? So worst thing, the worst scenario, defensively he'll be there, and the work ethic is going to be there. So, he's coming into a winning situation. So I don't know if they believe in him, but they believe in what they have already.
Yeah. And they believe he
Right?
could be
You
a
know what
nice
I mean?
piece
Without
for
the
them.
number 1 pick, they felt that with the trades they made, they were a contender. So adding the number 1 pick and, let him get a year under himself, and Kyrie comes back, that team right there would probably be favorite to win a chip, 2027.
So,
Yeah, they're a playoff team next year.
yeah, for sure.
No matter what, they're playoff team.
Healthy AD, healthy, everybody's healthy with what they have. They're a playoff team.
For sure.
So is there any young star out there, let's say just like age 25 or younger, that you would consider flip the number 1 pick for?
For Dallas?
Yeah.
At 25.
Just in that age range, 25, 26
Ain't
or
no
younger.
deal if they-
Dallas in need? I mean, obviously they're going to need guard play. I mean, basically the 4 or 5, that's taken care of. Your 2 is Clay, right? So right now it's just between your 1 or upgrade at your 3, but, PJ's, he's a solid 3. He showed that he is a starter in this league. So, I mean, if you're going to make a trade, you're making a trade for a PG that's going to come in.
Brian, we see you whispering.
Ja? No.
I mean, I don't see Memphis coming off of Ja,
And
but
Ja Morant, Ja, Drake, J. Kidd, goddamn crazy.
problem.
But y'all do need a different atmosphere. I think just
Different environment.
a different environment for sure.
But I mean, that still got to be Memphis trade, and I don't.
But do you play Ja and Kyrie together?
No, Kyrie's gonna miss about a year,
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
you got to find something that can fill in that void for right now.
Well, if you're trying to make or be a contending level team.
To learn
saying, it would be
Kyrie
good
too.
for. I mean,
hybrid,
if he can, let J. Kidd coach him.
Learn from J. Kidd and
Yeah.
Kyrie. With that,
Be right over there.
being that athletic, oh my God.
that's a good look.
That's not athletic. Jason Kidd.
It's a good look for Ja.
That's a fucking
It's a great look for
waiting to
Ja.
happen.
That's a nightmare.
Y'all ain't been around. Listen, man, y'all ain't been around J. Kidd as a coach. I'm telling you, that shit ain't go fly.
unless they draft a point guard,
Which, I mean, you just go.
because that's what because Dallas needs a PG right now,
Yeah.
right? So unless you draft Dylan Harper, Trey with the number 1 pick, I mean you're gonna look stupid. Yeah. But it's about what fits you.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like instead of drafting a player,
Because those guys might get messed up because the other two they already got guards. So the only thing that makes sense is Dallas needs a guard, but they got the number 1 pick. and the number 2 and 3, they already got guard play. So it's either, though Dylan's going to go 1 or he might end up at 4.
But why not take that number 1 pick and grab an established point guard instead of trying to?
Like who?
If he don't get that,
Like who's coming off they guards right now?
What about
Nobody.
I mean, Atlanta.
what about
Yeah,
Trae Young?
they gonna say
I mean,
Trae,
as I
but
said, it's still.
Trae Young
you're
is.
not feeling that.
Trae Young.
I mean, but then you're going to go Trae Young. I mean, you're going to go
Not
to
for
number
the
one.
number one
You're going to
pick.
number 1 pick and Kyrie for Trae Young and what? Their last year's number 1 pick. I mean, what makes
That's all
what makes
he's-
sense
No,
for you?
no.
Yeah, fair.
You keep that. You keep that pick.
That's what I got the number
that
1 pick. I don't really.
Yeah.
So we asked the chat, should the
Yeah.
Mavs explore trading the number 1 pick? 61% of the chat says no, they should not. Keep that pick.
Yeah.
Crazy in
So
Dallas.
we talked a lot about Nico.
They'll burn that
They will.
motherfucker
They will.
down.
Nico Harrison, all the heat he got in the aftermath of the Luka trade. Fans calling for him to be fired, even at medieval times, as we saw a video of. But now seems to be in a completely different circumstance. Them landing this number 1 overall pick. They raised ticket prices even
Life
before.
now.
They raised ticket prices even before the draft lottery. But would drafting Flagg give Mavs fans hope for the future?
Already cool.
What?
With the healthy Kyrie, they was in a good place.
Okay.
They
They
just-
forgot about
Luka
Luka
who?
already. Cooper,
Luka who?
the American white.
I don't think. I mean, yes, of course, Luka hit them across the head. I think, getting AD and that first game. I think when Kyrie went down, reality kicked in. Like, damn, we lost both our guards. That got into this championship. So I think with the number 1 pick, everybody coming back healthy besides Kyrie, I think they're fine. Making it to the playoffs will be good for them. And then if Kyrie comes back to Dallas, or if they get something for him, I'm thinking they're looking for 2027. I think Dallas is looking to win that chip.
Getting the
I really
number
believe.
1 pick, and then how Luka looked in the first round. I think Dallas is happy right now.
When you say look, like, you mean averaging what, 30-99?
Nah, just the way he looked. That's all.
30-99, they look good.
They happy right now. They down there. Gave Nico
At least the future is set with what your 3 and your 5 and your 4.
Yeah.
As a rookie?
That's at least the future is set with your 3 and your 4 and your 5.
Have a
Dallas,
number 1 pick ever came off the bench?
with the Cooper Flag.
Yeah, plenty number 1 picks came off the bench.
For real?
No, that's what I said. Does he start?
Cooper
Does
Flag?
Flag start?
Yeah.
just depends.
You still got to win in position.
You got to beat out PJ Washington.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna
but
be easy.
But at the end of the day, it's still.
If it's just he's gonna plug him in because he's number 1 pick, that's what you're gonna do anyway.
But do you feel like that's what they would do?
No matter what PJ.
PJ, beating him out has nothing to do with that.
Not at
Number
all.
1 pick is the number 1 pick.
I mean, you talked about that in your experience with the Warriors, right? You had a great season, but they had a high draft pick and basically.
They told me if we get the number 2 pick, we're getting Jason Williams and he's starting. I said, what if he can't beat me in practice? I don't care. He's the number 2 pick in the NBA draft.
No, that's a fact.
You making $200,000, he's starting.
That's a fact.
All right.
That's why we drafted him so high.
Yeah. Your best friend, your drinking buddy,
I don't know who you talking about.
your drinking buddy in Philadelphia. Remember, you got benched.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Buddy. That's crazy.
He was at the end of the bench.
No,
he
that's
come off the
Jordan.
bench. He
That's
stayed on the
Jordan.
bench.
He
He was stuck to the bench. Glued to that motherfucker.
Like, you just,
He was seatbelt into the goddamn bench.
Anywho.
we gonna fuck you up, man.
They molded the seat to his goddamn ass.
Shit came with a seatbelt. He couldn't get up. Sit your ass there. Nah, I can't jump in with you.
That's why you just
I'm just saying, everybody
I
went.
can't jump in with you.
He just had his own seat.
Step in.
So the circumstances surrounding the Mavs getting the number 1 pick in the lottery after the fan base.